What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Strictly Art Live number 98. It is Friday morning, November the 14th. I'm your host, Rob Wilson. I'm a comic book artist, friendly neighborhood Adam Warlock healer in quick play for Marvel Rivals. I'm a video editor, part-time philosopher, and dibble and dabble of music creation. That is I, and I come to you with another episode as we tiptoe towards episode 100. It's been a long road, ladies and gentlemen, and me as a critical thinker, I am going to bring to you pieces of my brain to you over the internet. And just give you some ideas and things that might actually inspire you to be the best artist that you possibly can. So today, we are going to cover some things in this upcoming cold winter. Today's episode, we're going to cover My Hero Academia final season, episode 6, One Punch Man, season 3, episode 5. We're going to ask the question: if you are practicing your fundamentals like shapes and composition, or are you merely chasing the crowd? That is a idea or question I wanted to discuss today, just because social media is its thing. I try not to be on it too much when I don't have to be, but I gotta promote my stuff and do all that jazz. And when I do have something to sell, comic book or art, any of those things, I'll promote that as well. But it's good to kind of like look at things in retrospect and see what worked in 2025. And also learn from others as well. Next up, we're going to also cover, Christmas coming early. Marvel Rivals Season 5, starting off with Gambit, the one part of the pair of the two characters that'll be coming for Season 5. Gambit kicks it off, and Rogue will be in Season 5.5 or something like that, however way to do it. So we shall see. Gambit is the latest strategist, and might I say, one of the most complete strategists there is in this game. So a little bit of that, a little less Marvel Rivals rant, probably a little bit more Marvel Rivals praise, because they have done quite a few things right this go around. Also, we're going to talk about a few Kickstarters of interest that I ran across. One of them I backed learning about it from the Madness Entertainment Group or Madness Comics Network. I managed to catch them on Rumble, and they were promoting what seemed like an interesting book. And of course, I always run into books like that are already in their second, third issue. So we'll talk about that. And also, Levi Skeen of Three Stroke Studios has expanded his access to Galaxy Memorial Park. And we'll go ahead and introduce to you the site to which he has that available, print on demand, which I am a big fan of. I'm a big advocate of it. So that kind of fulfillment is always a plus to me. Having access to one's content, I think, is much more plentiful than get it while it's hot, and then the Disney Vault's going to be closed for the next 20 years. So just my opinion. We'll go ahead and talk about that, and probably a couple other things that may randomly come to my mind right here on Strictly Art Live number 98 with me, your host, Rob Wilson. Let's get it.
Miami's hot, the stars went cold. We lost the line, we broke the mold. No fleet, no orders, just the glow of crew cut loose with nowhere to go. grins and flips his collar. Saxophone crimes just make him baller. DNA learns to cry in loops. Macho K flexes through the troops. Madame Troy, she sips and sees all your trauma in the breeze. Red alert, baby. Red alert, baby. Make it glow. Make it so. Where the crude time try to bury. Still too bright, too wild to go. Red alert, baby. Make it
Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Red alert, baby. That's how we doing it every time on this show. And I see we got Lord Beerus in the house. He said, hey, what the hell am I looking at? I'm watching Lower Decks and getting ready to play Star Trek Online. What kind of ultimate reality BS is this? It is AI, sir. It is the single greatest contribution that AI will ever give to human society. Everything else after that goes downhill. I will definitely admit to that. But when I first saw that video, um, it blew my mind. It literally opened up a wormhole into my mind of a reality that I had no idea was possible in existing. Said, no man, this is dope. You know, I'm talking in my way. What kind of the greatest? Yeah, dude, that Jones crazy. I mean, they made all kind of different other, like redneck Star Trek and Jamaican Star Trek 70s. But that one right there, I think, is the greatest fire ever created. Possibly, well, definitely ever. So it became part of the show. I had to I got in contact with Saga Lord and got permission to play it, and I'm definitely making it so. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine Star Trek stuck in the 80s Miami? Shh. And then they had Khan as the drug dealer overlord. You can't beat that, man. You just can't. Let's see. When did the third become a Trekker? Dude, you know how many times I used to watch Star Trek on Toonami? Like back in the day when I was working on my first drafts from my comic book characters? It was ridiculous. My day was composed of Scooby Doo, Star Trek on Cartoon Network, and then in the evenings, freaking Toonami. That was the routine. A lot of creativity was spawned after that. A lot of creativity, no doubt about it. So, yeah, always been in Star Trek. My two favorite, of course, um, the Kirk stuff, all the classic Kirk stuff, and the Next Generation. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Deep Space Nine with the Captain Brother Benjamin Sisko. But that's as far as I went, though. I made Jason watch Star Trek on the search for Spock. Yeah, yeah. The movies, I respect the movies too. There's just they had already established so much with the initial show. So yeah, and I'm a big advocate when people want to debate Star Trek, Star Wars. I be like, there's no debate. Q, he crushes all of Star Wars. He crushes the Force, every single aspect of Star Wars that you hold dear to your heart. Q will crush it. Picard would have to beg him not to destroy the Star Wars universe. That's That's just the reality of things. And people don't like when I bring that up. I'm absolutely surprised that you don't play Star Trek online, because even the people that have passed away reprised their roles, and the voice acting is astounding. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I don't think I've played any Star Trek games, but that sounds pretty cool. Something I might at least watch. With some games, if I don't play them, I'll at least watch them, for the story, see what the hell's going on. Like Cyberpunk. Shout out to the Rad Brad for bringing many run throughs of games that I was able to watch and enjoy. A very good channel he has on YouTube. He's been great for years, in doing this stuff. So, let's see here. I'll send you a couple of videos right now. I'm playing as Jack O'Neill from Star. Oh God. Let me guess, they got a create a character mode in there. I'm surprised you ain't make Thanos yet. Thanos. Thanos. Get gemmed up. I remember. I know how it goes, buddy. So, yeah. We got some things I'm working on. I'm using cat references for a character that I created in the past, and I'm just getting back to them. So that's what I'm doing here when it comes to the art. Characters that I create are obviously going in my comic book, and you will see them in a future date. See, yep, power. All right, so let's go ahead and get on schedule. My Hero Academia, final season, episode 6. Wrench It Open, Izuku Midoriya. This is a very simple episode. They mentioned the plan to invade Tomura Shigaraki's body and get to that tear, that last ditch effort to try to break through into Shigaraki's, I guess his inner child or whatever. And through a couple of trials and error, they were successful. They made it happen. Grandma couldn't make it in. What's his name? All Might's mentor. She couldn't make it in. Shigaraki forced her out. She was his grandmother or something like that. So that's where that ended up in that regard. What a shame. But the rest of them made it through. They made it through the tear. And they're about to go ham. So I'll go ahead and read the synopsis. But that's basically what happened in short. Let's see. Marking a pivotal moment in the final battle between Izuku Midoriya and Tomura Shigaraki. The episode centers around Deku's desperate strategy to transfer One for All into Shigaraki's piece by piece, aiming to attack the villain's psyche and break through his hatred, a move that blurs the lines between hero and villain. And let me say, the design that Deku underwent was pretty deep. Yeah, he didn't look much like a hero, as Shigaraki said in the previous episode. And he had claws and everything, so he was definitely going. It looked like he was going in for the kill and doing it for a thrill. Let's see here. Lauren Beer says it's not that type of MMO. This is player environment. There is a PvP side, but this is about cooperation and just be Star Trek, different career paths, over 100 missions. You can be in science, tactical, or engineering, different eras, different races is pretty extensive. 100 missions, that's too much, man. I'm an artist first before I, dedicate so much to gaming. Nice cat. 2, real nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get the base for this original design that I did of Alien Cat. And he has like a Hulk-like transformation that he can go to, which I'll show at a later date. And those of you that have been following my channel and my art and stuff, you've seen it before. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with that. You said, what? Start watching MHA a while ago. Is this like season 7? Yes, the final season, sir. The final of the final of the finals. It's all on the line. They do episodes. It'll be like the iconic Iconian War or the Discovery era stuff, like that. 7 of 9, Wesley Crusher. Beverly Crusher. That's who I need. I need Beverly Crusher. Comes back as a Terran Emperor, Star Trek episode mission at your own pace, not anything that you have to do in any particular order. There are the ships. There's a lot of ships. I can imagine. And one thing I love about Star Trek is that the ships were much more unique than the ships in the Matrix. It's free to play, but you know me, I have a lifetime membership. I've been playing this joint, or I've been part of it since April 21st, 2012. But actually, even before then, I'm like a Legacy Plus every April the 5th, which is my TMI. I got you. And online, so there's that for you. Good. Hey, here's what I'm saying. I'm a big fan of, play what you like. That's the key thing that I think is what's most important. You want games that you can enjoy, which apparently Sony has quickly figured out that game developers that create that which most gamers enjoy are not in America, which is why they're taking the ball and going back to Japan, because Japan knows how to produce good stuff. And a couple episodes ago, I explained one of the reasons why Japan may be back on the map. Before they were in the process of falling. So yeah, that's a plus. So, and by the way, I got the complete collection of the Overfiend too, right? That's in my archives. I had to get it before the last copy was gone. Now I own all of creation, reincarnation, and destruction. Nagumo! Amanu Jaku, the original Super Saiyan. Let me stop. I don't want to start no beef with that. But yeah, it's on the roll. Marvel Rivals crashed my computer, so I had to go to lower the settings. I think they were on ultra. Yeah, that game, man. See, I don't know all the technical modifications you got to do to set it, but even on PS5, for certain characters to flow well, you have to go into the settings of the individual characters and fix the little just certain things about them and give you options. So like Venom, you can run on walls by holding circle, or you can just tap circle, or crawl on walls by holding X or just tap X. So it's a lot of options in that damn game. Yeah, that game is it's pretty crazy. You saw they just had a Gambit, right? And Gambit, dude, I have never seen. We're gonna get on that. I'm gonna show some footage of Gambit or whatnot. But Gambit in Marvel Rivals is the best translation from Marvel's Capcom I've ever seen. I got a chance to fool around with them before I started the show, and dude, I'm really impressed. I wish Adam Warlock got a makeover, like that, because good lord, absolutely amazing. So moving on, we covered My Hero Academia. We are going to the next one, which is One Punch Man, Season 3, Episode 5. I don't watch that many anime, ladies and gentlemen, so that's why I pick maybe one or two that may draw my attention or that's still repeating, unless it ends up like that terrible Devil May Cry on Netflix, which was such a depression fest. Thanks to Lady, she killed that whole story arc. It was pretty terrible. And Albert Wesker is the Christian evangelist vice president. It's just that show is a mess. So if anime goes the way of that dodo, I'll stop watching it and I'll stop talking about it. But as far as like pure Japanese anime, not imitation Netflix anime, um, these two have been the main staple for me for a minute. So that's why I still talk about them. I still cover them. And now I'm hearing and seeing responses from some people on YouTube. They're saying like One Punch Man latest season is absolute trash. AI has been used in parts of One Punch Man. People are happy, you know. People are as right now for that are probably as raging as the Cajun who never folds in Marvel Rivals. He is doing it. He is getting it done. Yeah, absolutely, rough scene in that regard. So here's the other thing. I gotta stop saying that. Let's see. Here's the other thing. The episode centers around the S-class heroes accelerating their mission to rescue a kidnapped child, while Garou, now inside the Monster Association's underground hideout, continues his transformation, is evolving. I wonder, will he actually break his limit and become One Punch Man's equal? You know, that's what this whole process, it seems to me, seems to be indicating. But so far, Garou's been on rampage. This episode was just, it literally should have just been called All About Garou. But it's been called, released, and what? No, that's not what it's called. It's called Monster King. So that's what we got on that. And Garou just, he ripped ass. He literally just kicked everybody's butt, and whoever's butt he couldn't kick. You know, he was very agile on his movement and just wrecking shop. You know, I get it. If they actually wanted Garou to awaken to the point, you know, like real deal, when One Punch Man hit him after he tried to ambush him because he found him, he was the dine-in dasher. When Punch Man hit him, then that should have awakened his chi flow and broken his limit. But maybe it didn't hit him hard enough, which is why he's going through this whole process. So, moving on, it covers a shift toward a more intense action. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, you had hyper beams, demon dogs, the works, which was like truly over the top. I was almost like, well, damn, you know. But he kept surviving, and that kept going. Manu Jacko, Mushu, yep, classic characters right there. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode, and he ended up fighting the Monster King, which the Monster King, you know, under the design of the all-seeing eye monster, you know, who created him because he was once human. He has so much stuff. It's just like he's like a mesh mouth of just a whole bunch of stuff, like dragons and demons coming out of his legs and ankles and just weird shit, you know, all over the place. I don't think I like that because there's no definitive like way to kind of make him unique. He's just like a combination of everything, literally like a shit show, you know. And I don't think I'm a big fan of that, unfortunately, because I mean, for character design and stuff like that, whatever, But it's just like I said, it's tough to really pin down any distinctness because he can just change into anything, and a whole bunch of crap starts coming out of him, and then he just starts popping off random hyper beams. Didn't like that, but I get it. Garou had to fight him because eventually he's destined to become even better. I like how he is arrogant, but that he doesn't always. Well, he does brag about being the hero hunter, but to a degree, he just gets it done. He shows more than he tells. So I really like that about him, for sure. But yeah, that covers that episode. Pretty simple stuff. Um, both of those anime seem to be, you know, coasting pretty good towards their point. We'll see how long Our Hero Academia drags things on because I guess they got to make that 20 episode quota. I don't know if they can do it all because I mean they're already at episode 6, but who knows? Who knows? You know, as long as they don't treat him like Sentry and just have a hug fest at the end and then bring back his inner child, that would be rather silly. But I've seen worse. I have seen worse. So we shall see. We shall see. So with that being said, let me go ahead and take a quick break. And for you out there watching, the audience, please take a break as well. Freshen up, take a stretch, posture check, all that jazz, and get your favorite beverage. Carry on as you need to, and we will continue the show in just a moment. Stand by. And we are back. So let's see here. Next on the agenda. So we're going to go ahead and cover the question of are you practicing your fundamentals or merely chasing the crowd? There is truly an importance to mastering the basics. One of the things I hear often in parts of different art communities is that certain people that are selling artwork need to have better art to sell. I have heard this, and I agree. I agree. I agree specifically because I know I set aside about 2 years of my comic book progress to improve my art and make it for the desired audience to which I was targeting. That was very important to me. And I think I came up with some pretty good results. I'm sure some critics out of the blue that will randomly show up that have never, really spent time dealing with my journey will say, oh, well, you didn't do this or you're doing that, That's fine. It's a free country for now. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I say all that to state that you want your art to a degree of desirability. Honestly. Now, of course, if you're okay with your art and your art sells because of popularity, more power to you. But I definitely think to separate, true artists, like I started out as a fine art artist, traditional artist, pencil, paper, all the basics, ruler, protractor, all that jazz, angles and all that. And I had to learn a lot of stuff on my own, which I did, Not completely on my own. Obviously, I went to the library, got books, tried to draw any and everything I saw. So traditionally, in my case, for the most part, I am a reference artist. I draw from reference. That's how I learn. And I have so many things that go on in my life. I don't have as much time to just draw every day. Sometimes I just don't have a chance to draw every day. And I just gotta make the situation work for me. But I do say that however way you make the situation work for you via the artist, you definitely have to master the basics. And I get it. There's so many contests, competition, social things that real people win. Sometimes you get caught up in the hurricane of popularity or, doing the bidding of others, even though you may not know why. But I think it's very important to have some of the best work you could possibly produce, whether you got a lot of it, a little bit of it, just good stuff that people pretty much can't dispute. Sure, there may be some nooks and crannies here and there that they may say, oh, you didn't do this. That's fine, But overall, you have the basic concepts down and fundamentals to the point where those boxes are checked. Ooh, I said it. The boxes are checked. But for the most part, I think that's so important. And in my case, I've never been a fan of art contests. I never really won any art contests. So that's never been something that's been a focal point. I used to like doing fan art, but I don't really like doing it anymore. In my opinion, everybody's doing it. I get it, but it's something I can't say is mine. From head to toe, from start to finish. It's doing designs from other companies, IP, and all that stuff. It's really not that appealing to me, which I have said before, unless I'm doing a crossover that someone's never thought of. I do like to do that occasionally, but it's just got to hit me right. If I'm not feeling it, I'm going to ask myself, why am I doing this? How could I be better using my time? So I think that's very important to go over so that way you use your time properly. I mean, you got to realize in this day and age, we don't have as much free time as we used to. Some people do. I mean, more power to them. But if you're working with what you got and your art's not selling, you got to keep your day job. Yeah, may not have is that much time to do all of the, you know, I guess charitable work, which probably the best way I can explain it. So that's why I think practicing the fundamentals, like even recently, I just started getting back into practicing the fundamentals. Count those victories to build the confidence towards the much bigger pieces that you may have coming down the pipe. You know, or if you're working on a project for somebody else, which God bless you if you are, you know, Lord knows work is hard to get these days, you know. Definitely take that break in between the art and try to work on something simple, something that requires not too much thought. You know, a decompression type of art. There's the option of auto drawing, which helps relieve stress of the mind after working on a big project. I think that's important to utilize. Those skills are available. Those tutorials are available on YouTube. You can learn from those things, again, overall, which can help your art process. So I think that's very important to cover. Fundamentals are key. They've always been key. They're never going to stop being key. If you want your work to be at a certain level of professionalism, you know, I used to go to college for art. Then I realized I'd be better off doing the actual thing that I was going to college for, and actually dealing with, you know, people and clients and learn how to build up a portfolio that would be worth looking at. So that's the kind of thing that I think is very important for those that take the art pretty seriously. You know, manage your time for what it is you're doing and the audience you're trying to connect with. So, now, obviously, if you're already comfortable doing what you've been doing, hey, don't listen to me. You don't have to. But I do offer this to say that if your art hasn't surpassed the trivial standard of AI art, you know, and AI art has a long ways to go, but some of it does look pretty crazy. And then that's when artists can critique the composition and notice the small things that's off. But if your art hasn't covered the basic groundwork of a strong foundation, I'd definitely say get some practice in. I definitely would say that. I think that's very important. Don't run from practice. And again, practice does not have to be an extravagant collage. It can simply be something simple for you to decompress from. As long as you're learning every step of the way. All right. I'm going to come back to this and start working on another part. Because once I get to the head, there's a lot of things I need to fix and adjust. But I do want to get more variations on paper before we end the show. Which, speaking of the show, one of the reasons why I do what I do is because I've always wanted to produce art, and then I realized as I got older into adulthood, I wanted to produce art to sell. And I have sold art before, long before the internet was a huge thing. And now the internet has actually helped me to put my artwork in on online profiles. Sorry if I'm taking my time. I am kind of tired. Came off a long night of work. It is what it is. So if you're curious where you could find my artwork, where you might be inclined to purchase my artwork, or just see where it's at as I make my progression, my journey, of growth, by all means, please check out my website. You can find it in the link tree. The link tree is pinned on both YouTube and Rumble. Can I put it on Kick? Let's see here. Is Kick even working? Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and put my link tree in Kick as well. Kick, I have yet to understand you. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. Just don't have time to waste. We got a show running live here. Let's see. Alright, so yes, my Kick link is, my link tree is in Kick, YouTube, and Rumble. You can see any of my artwork on my website specifically, right here, under omni-ii.art. So, got highlights of things that I've drawn in the past, that I've created, things that I'll be working on in the future, comic book artwork. Definitely step up from what it was in the past. Like I said, I've done fan art. I've done fan art that I thought was somewhat unique, minus the Black Panther. That was straight from, the Black Panther movies that Marvel produced. No one's ever seen John Preston versus John Wick before. They both flipped out when people attacked the dog. So I thought that would be a great caveat for those two to go at it. Turned out really great. Ultra Instinct Doomsday. This is the piece that gets people arguing, or debating what the hell is going on. How could there be a Ultra Instinct Doomsday after fighting Goku and Superman at length? Well, that's the whole point. Well, one of the points of why I created this art piece. One, I wanted to go ahead and test my comic book style. And I also wanted to create something that would spark conversation. There's another Black Panther piece that I did before the other one that you saw on your right. This one was very quick, basic, just in time for a magazine that I did. You got Creed that I did for the Creed movies. Let me see. Oh yeah, and I made a little theme off of it. Do what you love and make it your creed. That was fun to create. I have video of it. I have time lapses of pretty much most of my artwork. This one was another interesting crossover. Lord McFrieza. That was done on Procreate in the early days. I could really do some damage to it now. Halloween 2018, in light of the reboot of the series. I did have fun making this. And obviously, because I made a time lapse video with Halloween music, some countries didn't like that, so it got automatically banned off iTunes. So be it. Early days. 2018. Shazam. This was in time for his first movie, played by Zachary Levi. It was a fun movie, so I figured it was a fun art piece to do. Turned out pretty good. I liked it for his time. I can do a whole lot better now. So, in addition to just my art portfolio, I also have the time lapses, as I mentioned. I also have a prints, section where you can buy my prints in art posters, in art prints, in canvas prints, and in HD metal prints. So you got a lot of options here that you can pick from. And like I said, it is self-fulfilling, so you order it online through my store, and ArtStation gets the order, and they start putting it together, and they just mail it out to you. It's very simple process. You don't have to wait on me. You don't have to ask me in the chat. Where's my art piece? Where's this? Where's that? You don't have to worry about me ducking or dodging because it is self-automated. Then I got the digital art, which you can download at your leisure. I need to add some more too, because so far I got 9. I got to make a 10. The Chaz was one of the latest ones I did, making a silly joke from Laura Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' wife, and her exploration into space through, in this case, Big Blue, which is what I named it. The Night Stalker, I did this piece for contest by Flip City Magazine. And this is the Night Stalker, George Ramirez, I believe. The Alaskan Woman from Unconditional Shove by Odin Dasko. Ultra Instinct Doomsday, black and white. You can get the digital here. Harley Quinn dressed up for Halloween as Gwen, Spider-Gwen. Dead Joker playing Deadpool. Elvira, this piece is pretty good. I think when I did it, I don't know if I included all the miniature versions of the Boogeyman. I think it's just her. Bear with me if it is. Demon Queen, I worked on this for a cosplayer. Still to this day, I don't know if she liked it or not. But it resembled what she was cosplaying. Let's see. Excuse me. Oh, that was rude. Sorry, I am getting tired. I'm gonna re-up, power up. Mummy Slimer. This is actually part of the Harley Quinn and Dead Joke Halloween piece that I did. It's like one big beautiful collage. Let's see. Also, I got a comic shop through Artemeric, curators of the Ninth Art. Let's see if that. Yes, it does. It takes me straight there. Where I have prints available there too. And a comic book. And I'll be launching my next comic book on here as well. The next installment of VKP, Vertigo Paradox. Fine art prints are available here as well. They ship directly to you. You do not have to wait for my fulfillment. They get it done. Let's see. Man, the refinement process of your art is truly something amazing to see. Not that it was ever bad, but the streamlining and contextualization that you've been able to achieve is astounding. VKP still have 0. Yes, I still have 0. Like I said, I set aside about 2 years to improve my art style to what it is now, and I think I got some pretty good results. And I'm working on issue number 1 now. I have like a solid workflow. He said, I do too. Always a good thing. Always a good thing. I'll still make sure that even this issue will still have Jason Terrell's name on it too, as me and him both agreed to put his name and give him credit on the first season. So I will still continue that tradition by keeping my word. Said you need to sign it so I can seal it. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I wholeheartedly agree. I just gotta, find some time to get to it. But nonetheless, that's some of the stuff that I do have, and one of the reasons why I do it and what I have available. I believe that if I make my artwork more available to everyone, more people than not will have some of the memories and the trials and the adventures that I had to go through in order to get it done. So that's kind of how I look at it. And yeah, the metal print will especially work well once the world dips into Armageddon, and by that point, a lot of paper will be burned up, but my art on metal prints may endure. So let's just keep that in mind when you consider, if you order my art, what medium to get it in. Metal prints are survivors. So let's see. Next up, okay, so dang, this energy drink is sending me to the waterworks. Let me step away for a minute, and then when I come back, we'll go ahead and cover Gambit and cover the crowdfunding and wrap the show up. I'll be right back, right here on Strictly Art Live, number 98, with me, your host, Rob Wilson. Said, hold up, you're about to have a vertical paradox printed on the actual metal print? Yeah, so I'll be putting posters on there. Like, for example, let's see here. Manage prints. I'm going to show you some ones that are actually unpublished. Looking. HD prints. Oh yeah, so I haven't even gotten that one ready to go yet. I'll go ahead and show you a sneak peek of this. This is one I did get put on metal print. I've already got proof of it. It looks great. This is one of the main characters, Novira of VKP, and that's on standby. I'm just working on some title work because I want to put like her name here and the name of the comic as well. And I also got Fairchild down the pipe as well, that he'll be put on metal print. So by the time I launch my next comic book, I'll have 3 metal prints of the characters involved in the first issue. Okay, that's where we're starting out with. The first 3 characters. All right. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much what I got up the pike. I'm working and cooking up. Let's see here. That would be the hottest shit that I think I'd ever seen from a from a comic book, a metal printed comic book. Yeah, that's a lot, and thankfully I'm only doing 32 pages for that comic. Obviously, the cover I'm definitely going to turn into a metal print, no doubt about that. Let's see. That's almost like some Sumerian text type ish. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to make artwork to last for the ages. Not just not just all paper copies. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it with that in particular. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show his Gambit work because he is a nasty monster for a strategist in Marvel Rivals. And honestly, after this show, I don't even think I'm gonna have the energy to play. But I see no reason we can't cover it. After all, he is awesome. Let's see, 2.8 million views for Gambit's arrival. I say that's definitely noteworthy. Let's see here. Oops.
Make way for the King of Thieves.
The King of Thieves. He's here. Ladies and gentlemen, he is here.
Désolé. Lucky draw.
Lucky draw.
By the eye of Agamotto. King of Hearts.
King of Hearts. Beautiful.
Shuffle up. A deadly deal.
Yeah, so he has the ability to plan.
Got a full deck. Allons-y. Gambit never falls. High caliber.
Frank Castle.
Cajun style.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, season 5 is here, and
This is
we're here
guy
to get
named
it.
Jacob Owen.
All right. Can't watch the Millionaire Morning Show right now. But yeah, Gambit is here. Goodness gracious, what a complete character. He has so many different attributes and features about him that, man, I mean, he's just a full body of work. Not every character is complete like he is. So it's always a joy to find characters that are like that. Like Angela. She end up being a pretty complete character. I know Daredevil is too. He's a pain in the ass complete type character. But nonetheless, the Raging Cajun is here and a strategist. So he's like part healer, part DPS, and he's got a little bit of something for everybody. His pole work is very reminiscent of the Cajun Strike, and he has a dash and pole move that actually reminds me of Psycho Crusher, which is dangerous. Very agile, all over the damn place. I love it. And my iPad just faded on me. It said, ho ho ho, not today. Makimbe Matumbo. Oh, it still won't come up. See how they do me? They're just like, nah, we ain't showing nothing. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So yeah, he has so many things involved that it really got me hyped and excited. I didn't think I would be that excited to play Gambit, but I am. He's going on the roster. Some things I'm clearly going to have to learn about him and take him to versus AI first before I put him into the fray. I don't want to screw up a team. The team up he has with Magneto is really great. I look forward to anytime I see a Gambit on my team. I'm picking Magneto as much as I can, if possible, for that team up. Definitely very much worth it. Very much worth it. So yeah, Phew. Season 5 here. You got new skins that look very promising, from Scarlet Witch all the way to Adam Warlock. Now, somebody showed a video. They tried to fool everybody of Adam Warlock fighting while he was flying. And I was like, yeah, don't give me hope. Don't make me hope. Please don't. Because that would be, oh, and it was obviously it was not true. They modded it somehow, and a person was having difficulty. You could tell they modded because even in the video, you couldn't even comment on it on in Twitter or X, you know. So I thought that was kind of funny. But regardless, I got a chance to see a possibility of how Adam Warlock would properly work. That would have been great. But, you know, I'm content with what already is. You know, if you notice, I stopped ranting about Adam Warlock unless he gets cheated in a fight, because I just learned to be more effective with his kit. You know, it's just like in fighting games. You know, you keep calling somebody cheesy until you learn how to get around their technique, and then they get mad at that point, which is pretty funny. Get rid of this right here because it's messing up the flow of the basic foundation. So yeah, lots of stuff going on in that game. New features. They're talking about a 16 on 16, you know, type of all-out battle. They got Times Square, New York, non-combat hub that holds up to 100 people. Just overall madness, you know. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it because when I want to take a break from drawing, you know, take a moment to decompress, rest my eyes from that, or get into a strategic team up to test my mental skills, I can go right to Marvel Rivals. It has been a great addition to my routine. And ironically, here's a funny thing too. I guess because they changed the rules of like competitive. Normally I start off on Bronze 3 and I end on Bronze 3, but for some reason they started me off on Silver 3 with whatever it is that they're doing. And obviously I will not be in competitive mode. Y'all can have that, as I've said many times. Quick play has been great fun. Even the zombie mode too, which has been extended as well. Awesome stuff. So, pretty cool. Marvel Rivals is in a great state right now. You know, as far as what the developers have created. Not all actual players are created equal. Some make the game more difficult than it needs to be. So that is what it is within its own nutshell. A fun game. And I think I even stated too that it's become more than just a game. It's starting to become like a movement. I haven't seen anything that much fun yet. So demoralizing at the same time that you still want to keep playing it. And that's the game. That is the game. How will I have time to play Tokon and Invincible, all those fighting games coming up? I'll figure it out at a decent pace. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. All right. So last subject of today's show, we're going to cover a couple Kickstarter campaigns and just crowdfunding in general and what's available of my interest. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to that. One book I was introduced to, was it over the weekend, I believe, was, let's switch that out. Star Cross Team Up. Pentecost, Scorcher, Father's Day. Sounds like Father's Day is the name of the character. Let's go ahead and go straight to the trailer so that way we can do it justice. He must be Father's Day. Dang, he really summoned a boat? I like that design. It's got Ifrit vibes. Okay, not bad. So, let's go ahead and cover, see what this campaign details. Let's see here. By Joe Spicer and Ken Keller. Illustrated by Mark V. Colors by Olin Orig. From the pages of Red Talon God Biblical Proportions comes one of the most powerful indie comic book crossovers of 2025. Pentecost, Sorcerer, Father's Day. Or I'm sorry, Scorcher. Am I pronouncing that right? It's like a combination of sorcerer and scorcher. Hopefully I got that right. But this one shot delivers high octane superhero action mixed with the raw family drama about the bond and the betrayal between fathers and children. Pentecost, once a superhero, now a fallen father battling addiction and grief. His flame flickers, but his hope of redemption still burns. Scorcher, a superhuman villain, forged in the fire and serving the commands of his father, Burning Skull, the infamous enemy of Red Talon. But now Scorcher faces a turning point: obey his father's evil orders or ignite a new path of his own. This is more than a fight. It is a story about faith, forgiveness, trauma, and the fire inside all of us. Pretty cool. 24 pages, full color, action-packed comic book, standalone one-shot, perfect for new readers, yet deeply rewarding for Starcross fans. Explosive superhero battles, emotional father-son drama, villains with depth. Kickstarter exclusive variant covers, signed editions, collector bundle. Pretty good. It sounds simplistic enough to the point. You know what you're going to get. The artwork is decent, for the story being told to the point. The trailer was good too. I think some narration probably would have helped. But hey, if this is what they could produce, with the budget that they got, more power to them. It's good. So yeah, I end up backing it. This has 13 days to go. 22 backers. y'all see the pledge. I'm not gonna um, I'm not gonna talk numbers. I'm more of a creative guy before I start talking about numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how I look at it. So that Kickstarter is in the link of both YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, and Twitter. Oh, no, not Twitter. YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And I'm going to go ahead and add it to Rumble right now. Friendly reminder, we are streaming from Rumble, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and IG. Maybe you can call this possibly a fatigue episode. I ain't gonna lie, I am pretty tired. I'm gonna take me a well-deserved nap after this and wake up, get to drawing, and start working on some Gambit skills. Put that to work. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so that's what we got there. Next up, also, let's look at what we got for Levi Skeen's Galaxy Memorial Park. Goodreads gives it a 5 out of 5. 70 pages paperback, published August 8th, 2025. This, I'm telling you guys, straight up. I had no idea what to expect of this comic book. Said, hey man, I'm stepping off. I'll talk to you later, night show. Hey, I appreciate it, man, because I'm struggling. You know, trying to stay awake and keep the vibe going alive. So yeah, Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1. I had absolutely no idea what was going on with this book from day one. But the trailer of this book was so simple, and the music with the narration, it hit me. It hit me the same way that Star Trek Stuck in the 80s Miami hit me, you know. And from there, I was sold, you know. I've had Levi Skeen on the show before, and we've talked about the book and kind of like the history of the characters, because there are so many characters and that made up the Memorial Park. Fallen heroes, ones past but not forgotten. But in addition to that, I definitely want to bring to your attention that, again, this book bought by Critical Blast. Pretty cool. This is actually available on, what's it called? IngramSpark.com? Yeah, Ingram Spark. So I'm gonna get with Levi and talk to him and see if this is print on demand, because I honestly don't know specifically, but from the way it looks, I think it is. But I'm gonna definitely talk to him. Man, this thing is being difficult. Oh, you go to Rumble. Don't mind me. I'm just continuing the show. All right, so I put the link for this as well. It looks like it's print on demand, and it's got all the basic information in it. Welcome to Galaxy Memorial Park. Galaxy Memorial Park is a memorial cemetery for superheroes from across the decades and around the world. It's the final resting place for those who have given their lives to save others. But super-powered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Though the park is well protected, malicious minds are planning evil through the memories of heroes long gone. Simple, straight to the point. I love it. This is the kind of stuff that makes me want to buy the book. And I'm still reading it because I'm a slow reader and I work a lot. I get it. You know, this came out in August. I got it when it launched. Months behind. I get it. But I am enjoying it every step of the way. No questions about it. So there you go. That's what I have for right now. I think I'll try to find some more as I do more shows. And let me know. Let me know what you want to see more of. Do you want to see more of commentary on Marvel Rivals? Well, I'm going to do that anyway. Do you want to see various artwork I'm working on? Do you have a specific idea that you might like to see as far as artwork? Leave a comment, like, subscribe. The algorithm sucks. The algorithm sucks everywhere. Thanks to Amazon Web Services going down, the internet has not quite been the same. So with that being the case, hey, hit the notification bell on all my social media platforms so that way you can track my latest updates pertaining to art or things of your interest. Sooner or later, I'm going to say something that you're probably not going to like, so get used to that. I am who I am. But let me know what you might like to see more of during these Strictly Art live shows. I'll try to include, I know I have a decent audience that watches the replay or maybe stops by. I'll put out clips and stuff like that, to try to cover in a short form what you might have missed. But definitely tell me more of what you might like to see, interest, if anything piqued your interest, and we can delve into that for the next show. So that way I add your feedback to my agenda list for the next show. I like to handle things in order like that and just make it happen, man. This show allows me to provide a body of work of what I'm working on, what I have up to pike, what I have done as well, and hopefully you'll find something that you do like and is worth supporting. I wish that I didn't have to. I wish money wasn't even a thing. I really do. But hey, I do have artwork to sell in the formats that I have available. So that's what I'm working with. And if it vibes with you, it's something that you're looking for, great. I'll make it available. Or if there's an idea, maybe I can put that together too as a commission piece. We can work something out offline. I'm not big on telling, business plans in public. Not too much. Don't want to give too much. But that's it for this show. Strictly Art Live, Sal, number 98, with me, your host, Rob Wilson. I'm a comic book artist, constantly working on stuff. I managed to get a little bit done today with cats, cat poses and all that. I definitely want to add some more to it when I get free time. I just need to be well rested, trying to be a balanced artist with proper sleep, fitness, decompression, and all that while I get into my art during my peak, focus and get into that flow state is one of the goals I've been working on recently, and I hope to have that at a consistent level next year. But who knows? Who knows? We might get sucked into the 10th level of hell by 2026. Nonetheless, I will keep the show going as long as I have breath and access to do so, and share my thoughts, creative ideas, and artwork with all of you. And if you happen to be on Marvel Rivals, please don't stream snipe me. But I'm Rob Rook 1 on there. And I normally play a lot of Adam Warlock. I'm about to play a lot of Gambit, healing folks up, because it is a job not everyone wants to do, and I am willing to do. Somebody's got to die and take one for the team. Anyway, Adam Warlock, it's all about the resurrection. So buy your tickets today. All right, y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, love those and hug those that you hold dear to your heart, friends and family. Treat every day as if your last. Keep your head in a swivel. And if anybody tells you that tomorrow's promise, it's a setup. Y'all take care. Peace out.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.